Hey guys, what's going on? It's Toasty Tman here, back again today, bringing you a brand new Fortnite video. And today we're just jumping into solos and seeing if we can get that legendary battle royale. With all that out the way, let's get straight into the video. Anyway, so today we are landing in the emo party junkyard industrial zone. Don't know what you call it nowadays. It has changed so many times. Used to be industrial zone, but now turned into an emo party place. And we're just gonna land here, have a chilled game from the start, see if we can get some kills, and go for that royale. Anyway, so today I was thinking we can discuss the new patch that has come out for Fortnite regarding the shotgun nerfs, the minigun buffs, or nerfs. I think it's mainly buffs though. And the llama nerfs. Now, as you can see, I already picked up a shotgun, and shotguns have been hit rather hard. Now, as you guys know, Fortnite has the pump shotguns, and it has the tactical shotguns. Now, the tactical can come in common, the green, or a blue, which is rare. And then obviously the pump shotguns can come in a blue or green, which is then your uncommon and rare. And then you obviously get your heavy shotguns, which is then your epic or legendary variants. Now, the pump shotguns no longer do as much damage to the head, so they no longer have the potential to one-shot people with shields on, regardless if it's a headshot like that. So as you can see, my green tack had to take 2 shots to kill that guy over there. And that's a prime example of what I mean with how much shots it can take to kill someone nowadays. Because normally, or before the patch, one pump or tactical shotgun headshot would allow all the pellets of the shotgun to go straight into your head, giving you that crit of like 220 damage, which obviously concludes in a one-shot regardless if you have full shields or not. Now obviously that was kind of annoying to face against if you're trying to push someone and then they magically pull out a pump shotgun or a heavy shotgun and just one-shot you straight away. So kind of annoying to go against, but now they've changed it so that only from the epic variant of the heavy shotgun you'll be able to do that. So no longer will the green and blue pump shotguns be able to one-shot to the head, nor any of the tactical shotguns will be able to one-shot you to the head. They will only do, unless you are, if you're not shielded, it will obviously still one-shot. But if you have shields, regardless if it's just 25 from a mini shield, if it's anything that's 105 damage, I think. So it's a sniper shot to the body essentially. So how does it play? The shotgun nerfs kind of throw a wrench in the gears all over the place, seeing as people have gotten so used to this the shotgun meta where it's you pick up a shotgun, you go in, you essentially attempt to win the game because a shotgun is like a staple weapon. If you're not using a shotgun, why are you playing this game? So also it has gone so far that the one shot that those 9 critical headshots headshot meters have become memes across the world. Now unfortunately you can still get a crit headshot of 9 damage, and that's now how Fortnite is known to be, with that legendary 9 headshot critical damage. But no longer will you be able to get 220 headshot damaged from a pump shotgun, or mainly the heavy shotguns, which I really like. Most people don't enjoy the heavy shotguns. I know some of my friends don't enjoy the heavy shotguns. They would much rather use the tactical rare, or a blue pump or the green pump, which I don't know. I really enjoy the what do you call it? The heavy shotguns. They are very nice. They're fluid, and double pumping seems to be back in the game. But unfortunately, I've not figured out how to use it yet. I don't know how other people can use it. I've seen people use it against me on console, because I mainly play on console. I've not seen anybody I've seen people use it against me. I've not seen some of my friends and me use it effectively on console. So, okay, get the shotguns out the way. Miniguns have been slightly buffed, which is actually very nice. Now, also charges also got buffed. I forgot to mention that. Now, miniguns, they've had a slight damage increase, and the amount of bullets that drop for the minigun when you have for light bullets in general. I think that's just a bullet drop change, which is actually pretty nice. They've had the change of that you can they do more damage to buildings now. And then obviously light bullets drop, instead of 12, now they drops 18 at a stack, which is really good for the minigun, seeing as you mainly want to rip through those bases. Now, unfortunately, this does not fix the problem, in my opinion. Fix the problem of a minigun being used in solos a lot. Miniguns has always been a thing. I think that's mostly effective in duos or squads, not really in solos, because it's very difficult to use a minigun, destroy someone's base when they're trying to counter build constantly, just build and rebuild those walls, and then you're using the minigun, so you have to break through their walls, and then you still have to kill them with something else, for example, if you want to, obviously. Now, good change, yes, kind of weird, because I think the minigun was originally very, very strong already, especially against buildings. So now having light ammo drop more for it, well, just for any light ammo gun, but mainly, obviously, it was for the minigun. Having it dropped more for it now is really good, especially in squads and duos, where someone can just go use the minigun, wipe out someone's base while while he's trying to get his one friend up from certain death or whatever. And you guys are just spraying and praying, trying to get into the base so that you guys can obviously kill and get the win. Very good change for me. I don't think it personally needed a buff. I don't know what happened there as I was building. I don't know if it would change people using miniguns more, because even just in solos in general, I still think it needs a buff for solos where if I know it's a big gun and a two-handing a weapon like that, obviously real life to Fortnite, you can kind of understand the realism that comes connected with that. But you know, for me, it's just I don't think people are still going to use it in solos. Okay, llama changes. Now the llama has been nerfed, which is kind of a bummer. Now, for Epic Games Fortnite, Epic Games' reasoning behind this has been that since when a game comes to a close during the end of the game, or like obviously at the end of the game, most people obviously when you find llamas across the map, then I drop my jetpack there for 2 big shields, because big shields are everywhere. And because why not? Llamas have been changed quite drastically. As you guys all know, only 3 llamas spawn on the map at a time in any game. And what has happened, or what Epic Games has done, is they said that llamas, as the game comes to a close, obviously more people than if everybody finds a llama, that's an additional 1,500 resources of each resource, wood, brick and metal, across the entire map for the people who come at the end. Now, for me, I feel like that's a stupid reasoning, because llamas are so rare to find just overall, so even just attempting to find a llama is not going to really happen every second, or not every game. And maybe 1 llama gets found a game. I don't think all 3 llamas get found every game, because they land in the most obscure and obscene places. So, but what has happened to them is that now they, instead of dropping 500 materials of each material, they now only drop 200 of each material, which I find kind of dumb, because how it used to work for me is that if you found a llama and you found a legendary vending machine, you could get any legendary weapon. So you're kind of guaranteed, as I missed the sniper shot there, kind of guaranteed to get a legendary weapon, regardless if like, because you were lucky enough to find a llama. So thus I think you should be rewarded with finding a legendary weapon, if you can find the vending machine, of course. So it's 2 things you have to do, and vending machines, legendary ones specifically, don't spawn as often as what they used to. So even then, it's a maybe chance. Obviously, if you get your really good builders, a vending machine. If you get a really good builder, a llama is just godlike for them, because they have almost infinite amounts of resources to build with and play around with. So I can understand maybe if that's their understanding of going about things. They just don't want to say it. That's what they intended to do. Regardless, llamas got nerfed. Also, the ammo you get from llamas, I think, is also halved, and rockets, you know, the ammo type of rockets, no longer drop from llamas, because in the end game they wanted to reduce the amount of rocket spam you get from grenade launchers and just pure rocket launchers overall. Epic Games said as the game comes to a close, that rockets should be less of a thing, and it should be more just hand-on-hand combat. So no more 20 rockets from one llama. So I doubt you're going to be finding a corpse and then picking up 20 rockets unless that guy has been finding lots and lots of ammo boxes just to get two pieces of ammunition for his rocket launcher. And even speaking on ammo boxes, rockets now have a 50% chance less of spawning in ammo boxes, which I am very sad about, because now that's a nerf to my grenade launcher. Just if the llama thing didn't happen, I would have been fine with the llamas not dropping 20 rockets. But now also what happens is my grenade launcher just overall won't get any good rocket or ammunition type, so I have to use my grenade launcher ammo very conservatively. So looks like they want people to use the minigun more to destroy bases rather than just rockets and grenade launchers, and that's the circle they're trying to build here. So I think that's about it really regarding the llamas and the rockets, and I do think that that was most of the changes that was in the patch notes. I'm trying to think now if there's anything else. I don't think there is. So let's get back to the gameplay then. Okay, so I've moved into Tilted Towers. I got a second kill from that guy in Shifty Shafts. So I'm just going to try and build my way across to see if I can find the guy that was in that main center tower of Tilted Towers. I see someone down there, and I think I follow this guy actually pretty far across the game. I do not want to take the shot because he doesn't stand still for me very often. I could do a leading shot, but I don't want to give away my positions. Obviously, giving away your position in an area like this where you know there's lots of people, not a good idea. Not a good idea at all, especially knowing that there's one guy potentially behind me, which I thought at the time he would just I thought he ran away, but I thought it was this guy because I didn't recognize the skin pretty well. But I do know someone here was lobbing grenade launcher shots at someone, a poor victim below. So I see him as I jump up there. I see him, and I get the one-shot headshot. Now, I was talking about the nerfs, and I'm not entirely sure if this gameplay is before or after the nerfs. I do remember recording it. I think it was before the nerfs, a day or two before the nerfs. So I was kind of happy. I missed the shot by I grazed him there because I thought he was gonna move forward. Obviously he didn't. So I just missed it. There was actually a stupid shot for me to miss. I should have actually got the kill here. He builds around. I'm trying to see if I can get the good snipe on him. He builds around, and I decide to leave him because he's peeking up and down too much. I don't want to take the shot and risking because he still thinks I'm in a different direction. So he obviously jumps out, runs away, and I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we're just gonna follow him and hope for the best. So I go in. I see the burst there. I see the burst over there. I know there was a heavy shotgun back there. I don't know what went through my mind. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. It is one of my more favorite shotguns now. Still being able to do the obscene amount of damage, regardless if this was before or after the patch. So I'm gonna make our way towards the circle here, thinking where that guy went, because he just disappeared off the face of the earth. So I was like, okay, well, regardless where he went, he must have gone somewhere. I know he just disappears here, and I don't know how he does it so well. He just completely disappears. So I just try to make my way around the mountain, make sure I don't encounter anybody on the left-hand side. So get some extra resources. Not a lot of resources. Oh yeah, that's also one of the things they brought back into the game, or they took out of the game. Resources now. You know those little piles you get of resource materials that you get on the floor. They now, instead of dropping 30 like pre-patch, they would nowadays drop only 20. So it's kind of sad to see, because I like the entire mechanic of you pick up one little drop and that can potentially save you because you can build a little base with yourself. But now you can only build a platform and a ramp to get the higher edge, which is if you just start off and pick one up. Say no, like early game. Early game, obviously this is a big nerf. Late game, not so much. They're obviously trying to make the game more faster, or people killing each other without cover. I think they're trying to make the game less build heavy. For early game, because early game it would have been so good if you picked up 3 or 4 stacks and you had been able to power build like it's nothing. It would have been your job to basically power build. Now I see a fight happening back there, and I decide not to. I feel like I should intervene, but I do think I do eventually intervene. I feel like I take a sniper shot, just hope for the best, and I sadly do not get a good clip or anything on the guy. So anyway, I push my way up to them just to make sure that I can secure the kills. I've got 3 kills in here as we go into the top 10 now. A storm closing in. I make sure this guy that has just disappeared off the face of the earth isn't here at the back somewhere. See, I was constantly keeping in mind that this guy is not just missing, because he can't just disappear. I doubt he has died because he was very passive towards the other guy. Because the disco guy killed the one guy on the floor, and that the guy I was following just collected the loot as I killed the disco guy. So this guy has been very passive, and then someone takes down an entire base there. I do think someone picks up a kill here. I obviously make my way in to see what can happen with this gameplay. Obviously lots of fighting happening, so I still have my burst AR. Obviously a fight's happening up on the mountain, and these 2 people are fighting here, and I think it's the basketball player and the Valor, both really good players by the looks of things, seeing as they still not killed each other, which is really weird to me. And I just stick around, make sure I can maybe I just listen out very carefully. I see the Valor behind me there. Valor tries to push me up. I go over across, I jump back, and shotgun hit the head. Now, this episode with the 84 damage, so that's why I'm not entirely sure if this was pre or after patch. I do think it's after patch, but then something like that happens and it kills him instantly. So I honestly have no clue when I took this gameplay up. But anyway, I got a nice headshot kill there. I picked up a heavy shotgun as well. Very nice for me, obviously. Getting those nice headshots. So make our way to the final 4 here. I'm in top 5, which is not bad. 5 kills, 5 people left. Can we potentially get even more than that? Obviously I know. So I hear this guy footsteps. I heard him crawl around, so I decided this is where things get intense. He has a jetpack inside the we have some intense game inside the petrol station, but luckily enough I pick up the kill on him. And I think straight after this he messaged me a GG, giving me the fact that we were fighting inside the petrol station. I was able to kill him, and I got a chug jug, which even secured me. But regardless if I had the chug jug or not, he still had a medkit and I had 2 shields, so I would have been going up to the 100 again. So yeah, we would have just simply just got the kill. So 6 kills. I hear people fighting across the board. And yeah, you know, just keep making my way. I finally pick up a blue AR over a purple burst, the FAMAS, which is actually a very nice gun in my opinion. If you can land all those headshots, it can be like devastating if you land all the headshots. I try and see what fighting is going on over here between these 2 towers. Maybe see if I can maybe intervene. And I try and see if there's anyone from the stragglers from Pleasant Park, because I don't want anyone jumping me, especially ending my illustrious kill streak that I've got here of 6 kills and doing pretty well still. So I try and see if I can stop the guys. This guy obviously spots me now and starts hammering away at shooting at me. Rocket shots comes in. Got to make sure that that rocket doesn't hit me, so I'll move forward. I do believe I try and power build here, just to make sure that and he just keeps sniping. He has no remorse for me. Make sure that the rockets gets blocked. So metal's obviously a good one to always use when trying to block a rocket shot, because it builds quick enough that from his distance, obviously it blocks enough to not make the damage go through. So I attempt to build my way up, but I do think he tries to shoot at the bottom of it. So I run back, make sure that he can't shoot it. So I do know I've got the jetpack obviously on, but I want to make sure that I don't fall to my demise, because that would have been a sad state of affairs. I do see the supply drop there, and I don't think I do go for it. I think I just leave it there, because I know this guy is suppressing me with his semi-auto sniper hardly enough. Not even a bolt action. Doesn't have the guts to use a bolt action. And I just decide to run from it. I want to make sure that he doesn't clip me, so I do build some brick walls and stuff. I seal myself in so I don't get attacked by anybody else. He's just firing. He's making sure that I can't do anything. So I'm just keep power building. I keep power building. I keep power building. I consider taking a peek shot, but in all honesty, actually, I don't think I do take the peek shot. I think I'm just deciding here on how to figure out this new editing mode, because I put auto editing, or that auto edit mode off. So now it's like the auto aim edit mode. So I open up here and I want to make sure that I can see him, but I don't want to peek that he can see me. So I just decide to leave it. And I open a little bridge for me as the storm closes in here, and I push up towards. I just make sure this guy. I think he's running down the hill now, because obviously his base is being engulfed by the storm. So I think he went and he puts his base up over there where the bricks is, as you can see. And as I make my way up the mountain now, I just decide to. I think as there's someone going to be coming up, approaching now where I'm going to. I do see him there, the carbide. So I'm like, okay, well, you're going definitely. As I try and powerboard quickly up to him, and I make a big mistake. I build over him and I cannot find him, so what I simply do is I try and assume he's probably inside the box, because as I hear as his little footsteps are inside the little box, I just decide to use my destroy it open, make sure he can come out. He doesn't do anything, weirdly enough. He just decides to run away. I've been powerballed, he takes out his thing, and I just shotgun him dead. Very quick and easy kill. And I finally pick up my first scar of the entire game. So basically I didn't have a scar and the first grenade launcher for the rest of the game. I know I'm not going to use a sniper anymore, so I just drop it. And there's a whole bunch of rockets in this guy, so obviously I'm very happy about that because of the pre-patch stuff. So now I just decide I'm going to try and make this guy, force him to come outside. Make sure he can come out of his base. Make sure no one would interfere. Now the one guy, he decides to shoot the one guy upstairs, so I just decide I'm going to join him, help bring out that one, bring that guy from up top down to us, so he can maybe even fall to his death. So 3 of us left, top 3. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm just going to leave the gameplay there for you to run, so you guys can see what happens in the end. So remember guys, this has been Toasty Tman, and always stay toasty.